Well, the United Nations came out with an accurate number of those that have been slaughtered in the Borno massacre, and you'll be so shocked that the reports that we've been getting that 43 persons were killed seem not to be a very valid and accurate number. It was way more than that, and the United Nations have actually released the numbers and the figures in a statement by its humanitarian coordinator in Nigeria on the number of people that actually died in that massacre on Sunday. Well, more details I'll bring to you shortly, but please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please ensure you hit the subscribe button and also give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you get updated anytime we drop a new video. Alright guys, let us dive right into the details of this report, as it says that the United Nations has put the number of those slaughtered by Boko Haram terrorists in Koshebe and other rural communities in Jere local government area of Borno State on Saturday at over 110. United Nations released the figure in a statement by its humanitarian coordinator in Nigeria, Edward Callon, on Sunday. Callon, who described the killings as gruesome, said armed men on motorcycles led a brutal attack on civilian men and women who were harvesting their fields. At least 110 civilians were ruthlessly killed and many others were wounded in this attack. The incident is the most violent direct attack against innocent civilians this year. I call for the perpetrators of this heinous and senseless act to be brought to justice. According to available information, the attackers first took the farmers hostage, tied them up, then slit their throats. The initial death toll was put at 43, with some of the farmers sustaining gunshot wounds and others kidnapped. However, information made available by the United Nations was that the terrorists went into adjoining villages where they also slaughtered over 70 other persons. Yes, and the governor of Borno State, Professor Babangana Umar Zulum, was in Zambamari early morning on Sunday to lead kinsmen and other residents still in shock for the funeral of the farmers slaughtered by the Boko Haram insurgents. Though the victims lived in Zambamari, a farming community in Jere local government area famous for rice cultivation and local processing, they were attacked on Saturday at Koshebe village, a place Mafe local government area of Borno State. Zulum, during his visit, was told that the death toll was yet to be fully ascertained, and that is what the United Nations have actually done. Say, Your Excellency, as you have seen here, 43 corpses were buried, but others have not been retrieved from the scene of the incident. Nobody can tell you the exact number of people killed. Some of the victims are still missing, a resident with name concealed told the governor. Zulum addressed the bereaved community. First of all, accept my deepest sympathy over this carnage. Once again, that affects all of us and every human with conscience. I am told some persons are still missing. We have been discussing with the military since yesterday. By the grace of God, remaining people will be traced soon. The governor, while speaking to journalists, said it is disheartening that more than 40 citizens were slaughtered while they were working in their farmlands. Our people are in a very difficult situation. They are in two different extreme conditions. In one side, they stay at home, they may be killed by hunger and starvation. On the other hand, they go out to their farmland and risk getting killed by insurgents. This is very bad. We are still appealing to the federal government to ensure recruitment of more our youths in the CJTF and hunters into the Nigerian military and the civil defense, so that they can form part of the agro rangers that will protect farmers. We need many youths to protect farmlands, and our youths understand the terrain. We will not lose hope because we have to remain optimistic about ending the insurgency in our state. Well, thank God it is beginning to dig really deep into the north, and everyone is getting awoke because the government seem not to have even responded to everything that has happened. Imagine United Nations giving a number of about 110 persons killed in less than 24 hours in a country, and up to this very moment, my dear brothers and sisters, the president is here to speak on this heinous crime and massacre, and yet peaceful protesters protested, and all they could say were to call peaceful protesters terrorists. Now the real terrorists are here. What is the government saying? What are they talking about? The terrorists. And even terrorism has been going on in the north for over 10 years, and it has been really successful for the insurgents because nobody is really stopping them. You only hear stories of soldiers going into the Sambisa forest and killing, but there are no proofs, like they said to Nigerians that Lekki massacre never happened because there were no proof of dead bodies. The same way they've not shown us any proof that indeed they've been fighting insurgency in the north. It has only just been stories upon stories upon stories upon stories. And that is what we keep hearing, that they went into the bush and killed some. Now insurgency is eating deep into every nook and cranny of Nigeria. They are beginning to move from the north and going into southwest because more than 3 persons have been killed in the last 2 days in southwest, and a lot others being kidnapped. And yet we have a president, we have his cabal, we have his cabinet, we have the government, and the government and all are not saying anything. All they are bent on is the Nigerians that have spoken up that this administration has not brought anything good to the country, and they decide to call such groups terrorists and want to fight them with everything that they have, saying that they have to regulate social media and ensure that the bill is passed. That is not their problem. I think they are only missing, or they don't even know what their priorities are, because if they know, they would understand that when it is time to fight the good fight, they should face it, and when it is not something to fight, they should just handle it in a way that it will be pleasant for everyone. But all the same, guys, you've heard it all. United Nations have spoken, and that is the number. Yet on every news and report, you hear 43. So guys, whatever you have to say, please don't forget to drop your comment and also give this video a thumbs up. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.